Hello, this is Lynn Yan, the Executive Director of the Foundation for the Revival of Classical Culture, saying hello to the 4th International Schiller Institute Conference in Europe on this question of a new paradigm, world paradigm shift in culture, which is something that we very much are working on here in America. So I'm very sorry to say that I cannot be here with you at the international conference in Europe. But I just want to say a few words on the matter of culture, classical culture, because here in America, in New York, for example, we have 1,600 schools, public schools, and we have over 1.2 million students, young people. And the problem is that a lot of these kids today are not getting a real education, and they are in a culture with no hope, and they are practicing a culture of self-destruction. And so this is the problem, which, for example, today, one of the teachers that we work with said to me in a text message that the series of continuous testing that's always going on in the public schools, she said, these tests are killing our children. And believe me, she said, and believe me, they are not getting an education. So is the problem as severe as that they're not getting education, that they're being killed? Yes, actually, it is that bad, which is why we must have a shift in culture into a practice of classical culture as we had in Europe during the Renaissance. So, especially when we talk about what is it actually does classical culture do, very specifically as an example, we have Beethoven, for example. I had a recent conversation with somebody at a very nice home, and I brought up the fact that Beethoven is about hope, that Beethoven is about the future, and the person didn't understood what I was talking about. And that is what we have to address. And from the musical standpoint, from classical music, it is actually the most easy entry point in which to address this issue of what motivates the human heart, what motivates the human mind for a future that we will all want to work towards. And so I in the last year read the Schiller Institute's music manual that was published in the 1980s, and what came across very clearly to me is that this question of tuning is very important to a truthful expression and presentation of the composer's intention, which is absolutely paramount if we are to do what Schiller said, which is to have through beauty, that it is through beauty that one proceeds to freedom, that the most perfect of arts is the construction of a political freedom, which is that it is beauty that creates the freedom, not the other way around. And you must have the beauty of mind to have the freedom of mind in order so that we can actually do what we must and do what we should. And so, for example, we have now upcoming a concert on May 28th at Carnegie Hall. And this will be a concert at the tuning of C256 or 8/430 at the Verdi tuning, at the scientific tuning, which today, as everybody knows, is not the tuning at which most concert halls, any concert hall performs at. They are usually at 442 or the early music at 415. And it's interesting that, one conductor said to me, I find music performed either too high or too low, but I never find it being performed at this scientific pitch as it is called. So why is that? And this is the question that we're going to address, and this is what we're going to present to the listeners, to the audience, because I believe that beauty will shine through, that truth will shine through, and I believe that if we give that freedom to people, if we give that ability, this ability to uplift people through a moral interior beauty, not just anything didactic, but something that exists in with us, it is already in with us, then we can do anything as human beings. And I think we can truly give people the freedom for compassion, to become more compassionate, to become better people, to work together for the future of man. So again, my greetings to the Schiller Institute conference, and to everybody there. I wish you a really very good conference.